So today's challenge is gear shifter lever not going along this the drive or reverse or neutral, nothing. So the key is in ignition. Keys are in ignition. I turn it on, press the brake pedal, and it won't shift. Suddenly it won't shift. So brakes are fine, otherwise new brakes, no problem. Well, not new, but it is fine. So no other issues, but it failed. Now one problem could be is the interlock, the shift interlock. So when you press the brake pedal there, it unlocks the shift. There's a button that unlocks this lever, so then you press this and it should go, but it's not engaging. So it could be that right there, the brake pedal right above there, is that there's the one, the white tab you see, there's the one is the brake switch. So when you press, there's the thing. So right there, that could be the sensor that's faulty, but in this case I checked that sensor is fine, and that's not the problem. To get it going anyway, if you're stuck like this, just take your key and you can put and press here, or take a stick or something and just press here, and then it'll shift. You can even start it at neutral. Go to neutral, start it, take the key out, start your car. Then you can put it to reverse, drive, whatever. As long as you are not in the park, it will not get stuck again. But so this is the way to do it. There's the little tab that goes here, cover. Just pry it off. Be careful, it gets damaged easily. Now I'll show what's the problem. So there's a fuse panel right here on the driver's left kick panel. There's the fuse panel, right? Fuse written. So you can pull that little in the little hole, pull towards the back of the car. Pull towards the back of the car and it'll open. But that fuse panel is not the right fuse panel for this job. Let's go under the hood. There's another fuse panel there. So open the hood and let's go there. So this is the front of the car, and open the hood, and to the left right here there is another fuse panel. So it is closed. Press this and the back this guy, all three together, and pull it. It'll open. I ran few lines here for daytime running light, because there's no daytime running light before now, and the high beam that was not working. Showed that in other videos. In this fuse panel, by the way, the numbers are given at the back of it, right here, right? Fuse numbers. So I'm using the reference as there's a fuse puller here, fuse puller slot here. So for the brake, this is the fuse. This is the number 13, 20 amp. So pull that out, and I don't know if you can see, it's busted. I can see it's busted. Trying to show you the angle. Okay, so you can test this fuse, but it's busted here, so I'll put a new fuse. This is the spare one, 20 amp. This is a good spare one. I put that back. I hope it doesn't bust again. If it does, then there's some other problem. Yeah, now close it. This is the damaged one. Let's go try to start the car now again. So ignition, and let's see. Yes, it works now. Good. So it was that fuse. Now what made that fuse to fail? Only one thing I changed lately. I'll show you what is that. and if that can cause this problem. I should mention that at the same time, let's start the car. Yeah, started fine, no lights, nothing. I also saw the VSA light come on here as the fuse was busted, so the VSA came. That means VSA didn't work anyway. That was the brake fuse, brake and stop fuse. So I don't know if this could cause, but I changed the battery. Lately I put a much bigger battery with high amp. I'll show you if that can cause the fuse to blow. Let's go under the hood again. Yeah, car running fine, otherwise nice and quiet. Engine is still cold, yet nice and quiet. So this is the battery, interstate battery I put. It's a much bigger battery. So as you can see that I had a hard time accommodating this battery, and this is at minus 17 degrees Celsius or 0 degree Fahrenheit. It will give 790 amperage, and cranking amperage is 985, which is a lot, but in very cold weather we need the high amperage. So we put a high battery thinking that the high amp won't hurt the circuit, because there are fusible links or fuses anyway. So if there is anything that trying to go wrong, then that'll break. In this case, the fuse for the brake failed. Brake was working fine though, but it's just the interlock and probably the daytime running light. Those things stopped. Now I read the engine code, check engine code, and there is a code surprisingly telling me that your battery voltage is too high. So battery voltage is too high, and it's detected that. That's amazing. But I'll show you as the car is running. The battery, like the alternator is new and it's charging the battery. It's charging at 14.3. So it's charging at 14.3. That means it's not too high when the car is running, but battery voltage itself is too high. So I measured the battery voltage. Let's go under the hood again. So I shut down the car and then measured the battery voltage between these two poles. I took the negative off actually. Then between the negative and positive, I measured the battery voltage using a voltmeter, right? And that's showing 13 volts. Usually it should be 12.6, 12.7 maybe maximum. So that 13 volts with this high amp might have blown that fuse. So this is just food for thought. Ideally, I don't think it's a problem. Maybe that fuse was too old, couldn't take that little bit of a higher current. And but I'll actually keep this battery for now. It's amazing. Higher battery, bigger battery, gives more backup power. Amp power is 80 here. So, all right. Hope this helps. These tidbits.